Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Midgard Golf. We're out here today at the Keystone Resort in Keystone, Colorado, of course, way up here in the mountains. It's just gorgeous out here, let me tell you. We were expecting rain today, but, you know, I might luck out and not get rained on. So that would be really cool if I could actually play in the sunlight today. So, yep, we're out here fixing to get it done, whacking them. I'm going to be playing from the white tees today, so the range out here is a little short. It's only 240 yards, so I hit one kind of half swing with my driver to warm that up. So I'm thinking maybe I'm just going to try to play a little short round today, and maybe play a little precision golf for a change, as opposed to trying to pound everything with the D-stick. Even though I'm going to take D-stick off this first hole. So let's get to this first hole. First hole here is 507 yard par 5. So pretty straight up the gut, as you can see. Very narrow, tree lined on both sides. Don't have any margin for error anywhere. So, yep, I'm going to grab that big old D-stick and probably just give it a nice floater out there. Try to set myself up to at least give myself a chance to get on this green in two. But that's probably going to have to be a shot out to the right side, and fades really haven't been my MO recently, although, I don't know, I could probably give it a shot. So, let's give it a nice whap out there and see what we can do. Alright, ladies and gents, starting off with a par. You gotta like them apples. So here we are on the second hole. 363 yard par 4 is what I got on the GPS. Pretty straight up the pipe again. But again, tree lined on both sides. Really no room for error, and no elevated tee box this time to help me get that extra little distance I got on the last hole. But that's okay. We shouldn't really need it. 363, that's not all that far. Should be able to... You know what? Shoot. I've only hit 2 driver shots today, and they have both been spectacular. One on the range and then one on the last hole. So you know what? I think I'm going to give it a ride, man. I think I'm going to see what I could do with that D-stick, see if I can't keep it up. Might actually make this a good round anyway. A nice kind of short round for the short game, and not really have to hit mid-irons at all, save for the par 3s. So, yeah, let's get out that big old D-stick and give it a nice little floater out there. Try to put it, I mean, probably less than 100 yards in. Let's give it a rip, see what we can do. right, ladies and gents, here we are in the third hole. Well, that was an unfortunate bogey, wasn't it? God, the lip outs, bro. I hate the lip outs. I had that read too, just not the speed. But that's all right. Still off to a decent start. So this hole, 376 yard par 4, dogleg right, and 376 is also what I got on the GPS. So yeah, it's playing true today on the tee box. So I mean, geez, man, like, I just keep hitting driver really well with that nice easy swing I've been floating out there today. So I'm just gonna keep doing it. Screw it. It's been working out really good. So let's put the D stick out there again, probably over the bunker on the right side over there. Yes, probably with a little bit of a leave out shape so that it'll hit the fairway after the turn there and hopefully have somewhere around 100 to 130 yard shot in. Let's give it a rip, see what we can do. Alright, ladies and gents, here we are on the fourth hole. And a beautiful hole indeed. Playing downhill pretty much the whole way. And straight up the gut, really. You got some open fairway up here, and so the other tee boxes back that way, and then up top there, they are, and look at this view. Yeah, that's the real reason why I turned around. Just so I can show you this view while I'm talking. Like how I did that. Smooth criminal. So anyway, yeah, fairly short par 4, especially the way it's playing with this elevated tee box. But you know, and I just looked at the yardage and I can't remember what it is, so I'm going to back all the way up to the cart and check it. But yeah, it's 250 yards from this tee box to the hazard that runs right through the hole. Yeah, here we are. So see, a fourth hole from here, 350. Yeah, but 350 downhill, probably playing more like 300. So really a gettable green, but I don't know if it's the prevailing wind right now that's blowing at us, but the wind is dead in our face. So I don't know, and you know what? I ain't even for sure if I want to hit some big old 300 plus yard bombs today. I'm just hitting driver so well, so smooth, so soft. I think I'm just going to stick with that game plan, man. It's just doing great. But here I don't even think I'm hitting driver, because I think even a smooth, soft driver is still going to get to that gully right in the middle of the hole here. I'll zoom in on it for you. Yeah, you can see it right in the middle of the screen right now. So really, I think the game plan is just to float it out there somewhere in the top of this fairway to give myself probably about a 80 to 100 yard shot in. Probably a 58. Try to get up and down for bird, and if not, make it a textbook par. So let's give it a rip and see what we can do. Probably taking a, shoot, I don't know, into this wind to get out there like that. Maybe a 6 iron. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Let's try that. 6 iron. Let's give it a rip, see what happens. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the 5th hole. So, finally, up to a little par 3. Kind of neato. A lot of force clearance here. Definitely can't really miss anywhere. There's no real bailout. There's a little bit of bailout, you know, short, a tiny bit. And then, as you can see, a sliver of fairway left and right of that middle bunker. But other than that, this really takes kind of a precision shot. Playing a little bit uphill, 169 on the ground. So, yeah, I'm going to stay true to that, and I think I'm just gonna fly a 9-iron up there. The wind is still directly in my face, so that's doing me no favors. But yeah, I mean, I think I'd rather be long than short, so yeah, I'm thinking 9-iron flyer to get up there is probably the play, so that's what we're gonna do. So let's give it a whack up there, see if we can't stick one on this short stuff and give ourselves a chance for a bird here. Man, that'd be nice to see, huh? I get excited for birdies, man. I don't get them a lot. I'm just not that good of a player. So, but when I do get them, oh boy, I love life. Yeah, all right, let's give it a rip, see what we can do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here we are on the 6th hole. So, in true, I guess, kind of regular golf course fashion, a par 5 follows a par 3. We kind of got our lunch eaten on that par 3, didn't we? Goodness gracious, hitting it in that bunker and then 3-putting basically. Man, terrible. But you know what? Mama said there'd be days like that. Whatever, we drive on. So, 485 yards from this here tee box, pretty straight up the gut, kind of swerves off to the right a little bit. Bunker trouble on the right, and then past the bunkers on the right side is some trash that you really don't want to be in. And the left side, if you miss really long and left, then you're going to be in the lake. So yeah, you don't have a whole lot of reprieve here, but it is a pretty wide fairway. So I think I'm just going to poke one straight out, skirt the edge of that bunker right in the middle of the screen right now, and try to put a little bit of draw ski on it, bring it back into the fairway, just like that. So, I'm not going for a super big drive, I don't think. I'm just gonna go for a nice easy floater to get me out there somewhere in the fairway. Give me at least a little bit of a chance to get up on this green in 2. So, without further ado, let's give it a rip and see what we can do. Ladies and gents, here we are on the 7th hole. Another par 3, kind of a 3-5-3 configuration out here. Isn't that a company's name? I don't know what that is, but it sounds familiar to me. But anyway, so yeah, kind of a little treacherous par 3, isn't it? You got water trouble on the left, sand trouble on the right. It's like the Sahara Desert meets the Atlantic Ocean right up here on this hole with a little sliver of green stuff in the middle. So I got 162 on the GPS to get in the middle of that green, but the pin's up front, and up front is only 150. So that's the shot I'm going to play. Little pitching wedge, probably a little half straight arm shot. Try to ride it on up there, and I mean, for God's sake, all I need to do is make sure it doesn't go left here, and it's going to be fine. So yeah, let's give it a nice easy flappity flap ski up there. Wow, that was terrible. I tried to be slick and I ended up screwing it all up. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's give it a shot and see what we can do. ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the 8th hole. So, yeah, short par 4 here. 284 yards I got on the GPS to get up on this green from this here tee box. It's quite the reprieve from the blues on this hole here. But, I mean, it kind of tempts you to want to go for it, but it's uphill, so probably playing more like 300. And, I mean, if you do green it in one, you're probably not going to hold it anyway. And, I mean, those bunkers out there just before the green off to the left are treacherous. That looks awful. So I think I'm just going to pump like a 2-iron right out there to the cart that you see in the middle of the fairway right now, and see if I can't give myself a sort of, you know, swerving right to left approach in at this green, so I don't have to deal with those bunkers at all. So let's break out that diggity deuce, see if we can't give it a wapski up there and give myself a short chip to get up on this green. Let's check it out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and here we are on the 9th hole. And the final hole for this first part of this 2-part series out here on the ranch course at Keystone Ranch. Well, the Keystone Country Club? Keystone Resort? Something like that? It's the Keystone Resort, yeah, that's it. Out here in Keystone, Colorado. So yeah, from this here tee box here, it's kind of unfortunate. If I was playing one further back like I usually do, then you'd get a little bit of view, which is all the way back up there on that hill. But you can see most of the course from up there, I hear tell. So there's the back 9 where we're going to be playing in the next video. And panning over to our hole right here, just over the lake, 247 yards out there I got on the GPS, 263 on the card. Driving range, beautiful driving range out here. And where we just came from, the front 9, all the way down here in the valley. So yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful scene up out here. Absolutely. So, coming back to this hole, like I just said, I got 247 on the GPS, 265 on the card. So yeah, I'm just going to be playing a 4-iron. Nice and easy, probably put a little bit of draw on it, and you know, if I trap draw it just right, might get the green in 1, and if not, then I should be safely in the fairway to get up on there in 2. So yeah, let's just give it a nice easy whap out there and see what we can do. Let's check it out.